Hey Penn.
Hey Ali.
So today I want to talk about something very close to my heart. Raven.
No, wait, is that...
My name is Raven. Let the challenge begin.
For those of you who don't know, and hopefully there aren't many of you, it's a CBBC show by BBC Scotland. It ran from 2002 to 2010, 10 series.
Right.
It won 2 BAFTAs.
Yep, for Best Children's Series.
And it stars James McKenzie.
Our titular hero. Raven, the mage, yet ranger, yet just kind of all packaged into one, just kind of magical Scottish hero.
He's the person you want to be in the playground. It's essentially a kids' game show where you've got 6 children who all go along with James through various challenges, and they're pursued by demons, and they've got to try and get all these magical rings to get more lives.
It is total wipeout for children.
It is.
But it just looks so badass. There's this weird like medieval rock music going on, which is weird. There are all these like demons chasing them with like terrible lightning coming out of their hands, done in After Effects probably. They put these terrible sound effects in post.
Amazing sound effects.
Like, they're these like clearly plastic blades just swinging past, and then you say, I'm just imagining just in the actual assault course, the actual sound like recorded in camera must be just so weird and awkward. The aesthetics really remind me of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, the terrible Dungeons and Dragons movie with Jeremy Irons. And there's actually a scene in the Richard Gere movie, First Night, where Richard Gere plays Lancelot, where it really echoes.
It's just the way it melds sort of these challenges, and this really awkwardly put storyline through it as well. Everything's part of this epic quest.
An epic quest that's never really made clear.
So, from what I gather, the original Raven series is there are 6 symbols forged in Eclipse, which makes magic happen. Each of one represents a warrior. They make Raven, and it also spawns Neva.
Yeah, the mysterious,
the Death Eater.
Yeah, it obviously looks like a Harry Potter villain,
right? And
it's definitely not Lord of the Rings. It's definitely not.
Definitely not. And it's not Sauron. He's an original bad guy. And he's also he's like whenever he speaks, it's all like. Can we talk about the acronyms?
What acronyms are you talking about?
Well, you've obviously got Raven, and Neva. If you hadn't noticed, is Raven rearranged to spell. And we haven't talked about the demons.
Oh yeah, the demons, the hooded demons.
Which are basically just runners in cloaks from what I gather.
There's just so much weird, surreal shit that's going on.
So good.
There's weird demons. I mean, remember there's this these demons with like death sticks holding out, where if they touch them, you get. And they're just like rubber tubes. So I'm just thinking that's the greatest excuse ever to give your teacher that, oh, well, how come you're not coming in tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to Scotland to film Raven, to go on a medieval adventure with demons.
And Neva.
And his tricky schemes.
I just think it's the pieces to camera where they all get up the challenge. What did you do? Why didn't it work? And you're like, I could have been braver. And you're just like, it teaches some great things. Like Raven is like, why were you not a good leader? And it's like, oh, I think we all tried really hard. There's moral lessons here.
Yeah, but I will say they do suffer from the Elder Scrolls Death Stare.
Stop right there.
They just. I'll just go to the presenter, but can we give credits to James McKenzie here?
He's great.
But because I mean mainly because he has to balance so many things. He has to balance being a presenter for a show, stay in character whilst all doing that, and also supervise children.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be crew there, but he is working with kids at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he is the same height as them, which kind of
So mean, but true.
I'm not sure. Is that there to empower the kids? So because like Raven is a mighty warrior, you're the same height of him, so you can be a mighty warrior.
That might not have been that might not have been an intentional effect, but I think it comes out of it.
Doesn't it?
I do also like how the kids themselves I think, in a sense, it might be a little condescending in hindsight, but for me, whilst watching it, and I can see how it's presented, it treats the kids' courage and like bravery, like with respect, and it treats all of them as seriously as the kids feel like they should.
Yeah, the level
even though it's silly as shit, they treat them really like quite seriously.
It's only silly in hindsight. I mean, you do wonder to what extent they're going along with the demons being there.
Yeah.
Like with all the lightning and the lava, and they are being asked to pretend that it exists, but you're kind of like, they're firing these rocks at the demons, and it's like, there's real urgency there. Just like, quickly, reload the catapult, and they're like, oh no! And they vanish with the After Effects puff of smoke. So you've got the main Raven series, which is 10 series long. There's also Raven the Island, Raven the Hidden Temple.
The Hidden Temple.
And
or the Lost Temple. Yeah.
Lost Temple.
Something like that.
And the Dragon's Eyes. They took a crew of 40 people from BBC Scotland, 16 kids for 6 weeks to India to just film in a film studio with a Bollywood actress.
That had to be the best school holiday.
It's insane.
Ever. That's absolutely mental.
And I don't understand why. It's never addressed in the show that they're in India. It's just, we're in India.
And the sets look incredible.
Yeah. Final one, Raven the Dragon's Eye, has Irvan. Irvan and Raven meet up and they have a chat and they become friends. And then Irvan goes to Navar and tells him to go after the Dragon's Eye and helps him do that. So Navar goes and gets the Dragon's Eye. This is all while the kids are doing various activities.
I don't remember any of this.
Navar gets the Dragon's Eye but is tricked and can't control it, so gets evaporated. Then comes after Irvan again. And they have a fight.
After being evaporated.
They have a fight. And then Irvan says, I'm going to help you get Raven. And then he nicks Raven's staff and leads them to the temple. And then Raven fights Navar. And then Navar fires a lightning bolt. This is all while the kids do challenges. The lightning bolt bounces off the wall and hits Irvan.
What are the kids doing during all of this?
They're trying to get like...
Are they just staring gormlessly into the distance?
No.
What is Navar's goal? What does he do? I mean, he's just there to kind of like go...
Quite literally.
That's all he does. So, Ali, would you recommend the show?
Yes. I would say if you've seen it as a kid, if you want to see some very entertaining children's fantasy, just pop it into YouTube. There's loads of stuff.
Yeah, I would recommend it as well. I mean, not only as a nostalgia trip, but there's also especially with the spin-off series of Raven, a really fascinating subplot.
The lore is amazing. Dragon's Eye is the Raven at its most Raveny.
So yeah, I'd recommend it a lot.
You know, I always wondered, how do they pick the kids to be on the show? I always wanted to go. Is it auditions? Do they have some sort of training process? Or
it's funny you should mention that, and training as well, because while on my way here, I stumbled upon this little message.
What is that?
And it's addressed to us.
Oh, crap. No.
I mean, it was in front of me, so it must have been addressed to us. But I mean, to Ali and Penn, I want you on Raven.
We're not. No.
Signed.
The BBC
signed James.
Right. No, we're cutting that.
No,
we're not.
We're,
the BBC.
we're going to be on Raven. So you know what we need to do?
They don't.
We need a training montage.